On Rossbeigh strand, where the mighty Atlantic beats ceaselessly on the Kerry shore, the lonely figures of two horsemen made their way across the waste of sand. The taller of the two, a commanding figure of a man who sat his mount with the casual ease of an old Indian fighter or the driver of a Tendragee bread cart, is known and loved in some parts of the country, namely Hackball's Cross and Ballymagesh. He is not so well liked in parts of County Limerick and positively detested in other places, too numerous to mention. His companion was Ernie Evans, known in culinary circles as the Cantering Gourmet. The intrepid pair were coming to the end of a truly hazardous expedition. They were mapping the course of the renowned Glenbeigh Races, which take place every year without fail, unless something dreadful occurs. But with the end of their journey in sight, an astonishing thing happened. Ernie's steed stumbled, staggered, and subsided, and Ernie bit the dust.
Poor Ernie! Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West.
Jokingly, he remarked,
"That there dusted tasted better with the soups on a garlic."
None the worse of his startling experience, Ernie remounted, and his companion addressed him in compassionate tones.
Well, I mean, these Glenbeigh races must be the only underwater horse races in the world.
Not all of them go underwater like I do, but they are nevertheless, I think, the last kind of Playboy of the Western world races that are left in Ireland.
Was this actually where those races are supposed to have taken place?
Yeah, they did, every year. They actually started, way back at the beginning of the century and went on until 1924. 1924, they had a famous fracas here, and the committee were fined £80 for unlawful or riotous assembly.
Over a race meeting?
Over a race meeting, yeah. Well, of course, these are not a legal race meeting. This is a flapper meeting.
Yes.
You know, everybody, it's catch as can, anybody can ride. There are 2 confined races, confined to the locality. And then there are probably 4 open races. And fellas come from as near as Cork, Donegal, they come from the north of Ireland. There's always been a tradition for keeping ponies and horses down in South Kerry. And I think the fellas down here were always, they always were anxious to kind of match up their ponies and horses against the best in the country.
Are there prizes worth talking about at these?
Oh God, yes. One of the races here now is worth £100 to the winner. It's worth £100 overall. 75 to the winner, and the rest of the stake money is divided up then between second and third.
Yeah. It's
one of the old style events of Kerry, a tourist attraction if you like to call it that, but one that has been here for a long time, one that people don't want to lose. It's known as the pipe opener before Puck, and the kind of the hangover after the Killarney races.
Really?
Yeah, because it always occurs the first week in August or the last week in July, just before Puck Fair, and people get into the right mood. The Dingle Regatta would be on the same time as well.
Yeah.
And Cremon here.
Well, surely it's a movable feast on account of the tides. And
oh my God, it is, yeah. You have to kind of catch it halfway tide going out and halfway tide coming in. Yeah. Otherwise the lads are left riding in the water. That happens quite a lot too.
Have you any idea why they started here?
I suppose because the beach was so nice and level, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a natural bank there for people to stand on and see all the racing. And I suppose it's really because of the nice level stretch of strand and the fact that anybody can get a fair gallop on it. And the proximity to Killarney meant too that all the gap ponies would come down here at some stage or other.
Shoot them on. Here I let see Judy. Feed them on right. Shoot them on the here. Go on. Eileen is a 5 to win 50 shillings.
牛ドゥカドゥカ一緒に駆け出したおドゥカで迷い込んだ目牛ドゥカドゥカ一緒に駆け出したおドゥカで空走れ負けるなよ穴ぼこよ走れよゴロスグダ